Hello, and welcome back to the continued fight against this dragon. I have taken time, so this is not a constant fight. It's been like a day. So now it's back in. The first hunt, I'm thinking Monster Hunter. The first fight will probably be rough. Yep, that was actually the frame drop, honestly. Yeah, it's been a day. I still think it's a pretty bad fight. Because, like, the AI is dumb. Yep. I started cursed anyway. Instant frame drop the moment I started. It was pre-cursed. But it is what it is. I did notice the summon. It seems like... I can't imagine being able to summon that if they breathe fire instantly. I kind of want to interact with it. Okay, you have to sprint right away. I haven't seen that attack. I've seen that attack once. Stupid fire. And I don't want to get stuck under there, because if he does lightning, I die. I do kind of like that you can see the fire that will hit you, but... Oops. That was weird. Ah, hard to tell which fire bits are real and which aren't. I need to buff. And that didn't hit somehow. And the stupid fire. What is this aiming? Why did it aim 4 feet to my right? And a backstep got input buffered through getting hit by the fire. Even with a day's break, I don't like the fight. It's going poorly because I'm not warmed up, but I genuinely don't think it's a good fight for reasons beyond my personal opinion. It has maybe 2 interesting attacks in the first phase. And the second phase has so much time-wasting garbage that's just an absolute pain. I think the bite attack is pretty cool. It's not unique at all, but it's at least, like, something. The hitboxes are bad. Like, that fire has a wacky hitbox. That is always so much slower that I need to roll way later. And it wasn't even aiming at me. As always, it aims to the side, so if you actually try to dodge it, you just get shot because it just aims to the side for some reason. Like, I wasn't moving, but it still aimed to the side. It's just runs counter to how almost every other enemy has ever worked. Most enemies aim at you, or they do a sweeping attack that you roll through. This guy, this boss seems to have a weird habit of just aiming at nothing, which is part of the things that I think are bad about it. Like, it goes for bite attacks that it will never be able to hit. It shoots a breath 3 meters away, which, if that's intentional, then fine, but it feels like it's unintentional. It doesn't feel like it fits into the game how it normally would. Some of the hitboxes are also Its AI is trash. Like, it can't aim. Like, why would it go for that whole combo when I'm nowhere near in front of it? Like, it just doesn't do anything that makes sense. Oh, yeah. And it's always so much later than I expect. Like, that felt like it should have hit me. I respect the timing on the dive attack. Like, of all the attacks, I do respect how that one, while it feels quicker than I expect, it is still clearly telegraphed appropriately. But then there's also so many detrimental factors. Like, the run away from the lightning is really obnoxious as an attack style. This is a terrible type of attack in my opinion. Okay, a roar that I don't think I actually could have dodged because I didn't know it was a roar that dealt damage. And learning that it can chain into a fire breath without a build-up. I don't think there's anything that could make me a fan. I really do hope that there's a patch and, like, hey, the hitboxes are improved. Because I don't like the combat choices, but those are, like, personal difference of opinion. And those are not things that need to be even considered to be adjusted. And, okay, his head moves. Like, it's just such a... he moves so much. Like, I really think any boss where you spend half your time running is a bad boss. Any boss that starts its attack 8 miles away with the no chance of it hitting has AI issues. I don't know the roll for that second part of that attack. I need to learn it. The second part of that attack is awkward. It's slightly slower than it feels like it should be. To me. Now, realistically, I probably should just give up and come back later. But it feels doable. Just not fun. And like realistically, 40 vigor is kind of low. 50 would probably help a lot with surviving. Yeah, once it's foot... Once its foot starts shifting when it's in the air there. I didn't mean to roll my control... I was trying to run. And it didn't run. It rolled. I probably moved my finger off of the button slightly too much, but... That was a me mistake, probably, but... I just don't like it. And it's just me complaining, that's all I'm doing. It's just, it doesn't have anything imaginative about it. Like, I don't think a single one of its attacks is meaningfully different from... What was that line? Its face didn't look like it was aiming there. And this attack is so bad. Why? I wasn't in a position when it started that attack for it to grab me. Why does it start the attack? I was not in a range where it could have grabbed me. It starting that, it's like, oh, why would it start that? It would be a downward breath fire. But it was, and it was a bite. But because I thought it was a fire, I moved out and it bit me. But because it triggered it in a state where it didn't make sense, it tricked me. But not in a way that it would make sense. Like... It doesn't make sense for it to go for a bite when you're not in a state where it could bite you. But... I don't know what attack that is. This is bad fire attack. There's just nothing that really separates this on a fundamental level from every other dragon. Other than big damage. Nope, I didn't get time. Okay, Frostbite's nice. Oh, except it triggers this way sooner. Just let me get one hit. Nope, impossible. Okay. Just run. And I can't see it because it was outside the arena. It triggers the bite at a distance where it would never be able to hit the bite. Okay, that should have hit me. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I should have gotten hit there. Like, this is the lazy attack. Like, it's visually stunning-ish, but it's no different than every other dragon that flies by and shoots fire. It's no different. Like, it's not a unique attack. The dive bombs are dive bombs. They're all just slight variants on existing dragon attacks. And you can be like, oh, that's cool, it's the strongest dragon. But those attacks are all so obnoxious. They're all attacks that you can't do anything but dodge, and that's a waste of time. Oh, and you have to enter in the middle, okay. You can't enter to the side. Which is, I think, probably normal, I just don't pay attention to it. And the fact that I can't go under this is weird, but... Well, I can't consistently go under it. Go for the critical. Might not be worth it because it's not going to get frostbite. That second attack is always awkward. Yep, because if I can't start running quickly enough. Oh shoot. And I'm gonna get hit because it goes through the tail. That was not the intended input. Because... Okay, I still don't know that attack. Because he does it so rarely. But it doesn't input... It didn't input the Y right bumper, it input just the right bumper. Yeah, the Erdtree makes you face towards the center of the fog instead of just walking through the fog. If you're not at the center. Like, that should have hit me based on normal impacts, but it didn't, and I'm glad it didn't, but for consistency's sake, it really should have hit me. That should not have knocked me backwards. It should have knocked me in the exact opposite direction. I guess it shouldn't have knocked me forwards. From my perspective, backwards from the perspective of the dragon. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, when it starts moving its foot, that's when it's gonna dive. It's a pretty clear tell. I hate this attack, it's such a waste of time. Yep, greedy because there's so few, there's so much that's just a waste of time. Yeah, that lightning is just no different from any other chasing attack. Like, the Divine Beast had cool phase changes, elemental choices, very interesting. Rolana was kind of just a sword fight, but I think it had enough going for it that it was at least interesting. Because it was aesthetically very pleasing. And it's bias. I enjoy humanoid sword fight type fights. So, like, I'm obviously going to prefer that type of fight, even if it might be the same as every other one. That was slow roll. And it was aiming to my right preemptively. Like, it just... What dragon aims its breath of fire beside the thing it's shooting at? Because if I roll to the side, it shouldn't direct impact me because it takes a while for the fire to travel. So it shouldn't work like that. I mean, if it's intentional, sure. Then it's intentional, and they probably shouldn't be like, oh, it's intentional, but like, it just feels like the classic, the enemy doesn't actually know where you are for some reason, and they attack anyway. Oh, okay, only one bite. That one's always slower than I thought. And it didn't go for lightning this time. Weird. What? I'm gonna not go for his head for a minute. To hopefully save the stagger for a lower HP total. And I say that, if I staggered there, that would have been bad. Because I want to buff before the stagger. Okay, you just can't outrun that. You can't make space on that attack because it shifts a lot, which makes sense. That's fine. Wrong. Wrong one. I'll do one attempt with the summon, maybe. See how it goes. See if it aesthetically, like, tells a story. Which is not aesthetically. I'll see if it tells a story or not. I mean, I'm going to go in. I'm going to try it, and they're going to breathe fire, and I'm going to die before I can even get it summoned, but... that's kind of par for the course. They yell. They take 8 years to do anything. I hope it's actually just a joke, and they just get absolutely murdered. Like, I hope Drake Warrior Egon dies real quick. He does 370 damage.
Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide.
Oh, does it take more damage because it got hit by an arrow or something?
With every last drop of my being.
Oh no, it just coincided with when I hit it. He hit him at the same time as I did. I need the... I didn't get it. I hit attack, but I didn't have the stamina, I guess. No, save the stamina. I have to run in a big circle here. That was early, and it almost one-shot me. I can't see anything. There's way too much visual pollution. I mean, if this is an instant win with a summon... Okay, it didn't one-shot me at least. I mean, if anything... Oh, I'm gonna die right here. I mean, if I win it right here, this is gonna feel kind of cheap, in my opinion. Okay, it is a set radius. It's just a huge radius. I hate this fight. This fight is trash. Even with the summon. The dragon just spends so long in the air. I mean, summons make such a difference. I hate that. That's so much easier. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. I just don't like that fight, so I'm fine with that, but...
You shall haunt me.
At least there's a story to it, so I don't feel bad about it. Like, this guy's story gets completed, so I'm okay with that, but that is so much easier. It's genuinely trivial by comparison. It really justifies my choice to not use summons ever. Oh, that feels bad. I didn't earn that win. I mean, what does his heart do? Grand Altar of Dragon Communion. I didn't deserve that win. Completely unearned. I mean, I got the guy's story done, but... Is he still here? And I can go talk to him. Like, that's... It feels like cheating. It's so much easier. Why was it so much easier? I guess because he got hits in and it helped with stagger and stuff. But that was not... I mean, I'm happy to be done with that. I hate that fight. I think it's trash. I think it's basically just a normal dragon fight, but worse. Because it does more damage and stuff. Like, basically every single attack I saw, except for the big self-explosion. That's... I respect that. Great bow, armor, and a bell bearing. Like... Nothing about that fight... Oh! Sick. I want that. Nothing about that fight was interesting. Like, first phase. Other than the dive, which is still fairly mundane fight scenarios, most of those attacks were just normal. Arcane weapon. Egon's harpoon, a bunch of this stuff. 2 totally worthless spells. Yeah, all these are worthless. Good to know. If that boss doesn't do anything, I just finished a little quest and that's it. Well, that's what I'm solving for today. I'm gonna combine this with the previous one into one video that no one's gonna watch, but God, that was so dumb, that ending. Like, these summons are way too... They make it so much easier. I really don't like that. And it further reinforces no other bosses for the rest of this game am I going to summon for. I'd rather leave, get a bunch of blessings, and beat it that way, because wow. That made it trivial. Well, I'm out. I'm going to continue next time I play. Probably on the Cerulean Coast. And then eventually I'll figure out how to get that map. Yeah. I'm done way quickly. Have a nice day.